Hello everybody, welcome back to my page. I'm Laura with Chocolate to Chocolate Designs. Say hi when you jump on, hit that heart button for me. And if you see a red live button up here right now, you are catching me live. Ask your questions, say hello. And if you're not, then you are catching the replay. So put exclamation point replay in the comments for me to let me know that you have seen the video. And you guys, in just a second, I'm going to have a keyword for you to type in. Type in that keyword for the supply list. For most of the stuff we're using tonight, I think it's all on there. It might not be, though, because we're going to kind of improvise a little bit. You guys know I don't always have a plan. I have a little bit of a plan, but it's not always a complete plan. So tonight, we're going to do the keyword tags. T-A-G-S. Type tags in the comment because, you guys, every gift needs a tag. And I thought that I would take this opportunity to go through and make some gift tags tonight using some of those supplies that were in that holiday embellishment bundle that I had made up earlier this week. There are still a few of those left if you haven't gotten one yet. Hi, Christine. Hello, Elizabeth and Lynn. Hello, Melinda. Hello, Kathy. Hi, Valerie. Tags is the keyword. Hey, Crystal. Hi, Dottie and Amy. Hello, Connie and Leanne. Hello, Lisa Marie and Lorraine. Hi, Pam. Hello, Elizabeth and Cheryl and Joanne. Hi, Lynn. Oh my gosh, there's the keyword going on. Love, love, love that. All right, you guys, tags. So we have these amazing, amazing tags available in my shop right now. And they come in a 12-pack of gift tags, just like this. I thought that this one was open, but it's not. Apparently, I've got more than one package, which why would you not? And everything on my site right now is currently 25% off. We're having a site-wide sale. So you guys can get these seriously, seriously cheap, okay? Oh, what did I see? Congrats, Tina. Hi, Paulette. Hi, Sue. What did it say? What was Tina? Hi, Mary Teresa. Hello, everybody. Oh, my gosh. I'm missing something. Why are we congratulating Tina? What did she do? What's going on? I missed something. Oh, no. Oh, no. Oh, no. Oh, my goodness. I know, Emmy. All right, you guys, so we've got a bunch of stuff that I have put in kits throughout the years, and I really had planned this time on going through and making some things with them so I could show you guys what I would use some of those embellishments for, but I didn't get around to it because, well, life's busy. Hi, Carrie. Hello, all my friends. So we're going to just do a couple of these tags tonight so I can show you guys a few ways that I would have used those embellishments and some things that we could do with these to make them super, super, super cute, okay? Hello, Holly. And I'm going to work these one at a time because that's just kind of how I roll. Hello, Missy. So these are the gift tags, you guys. They do come in a 12-pack, so you get quite a few of these really, really cheap on my site right now. And I think I want to start the first one off by... I think we're going to paint it moss. Moss, you guys. My favorite color that I used to make fun of. Hi, Bonda. Hello, Elizabeth. Moss is this gorgeous green Waverly color. You guys, we are actually not using any chalk paste. And we're not using any transfers tonight. We are just decorating some tags. So, hi, Shannon. I wanted to definitely use some of these awesome products that came in that embellishment kit and show you guys what you could do with some of them. Hey, Pam. So... oh, I don't have a cup of water in here, though. No! Okay, but I can. But I can, because I do have a cup and I do have water. Look at that, you guys. I'm more prepared than I thought I was. Though this is distilled water, but it'll work. You like moss? I do too now, but I didn't. Okay. So, I don't know if you guys, some of you guys were probably there when I realized that I did like moss. Yes, you got the job and start Monday. Yay, Tina! So I actually, I didn't like moss at first. And then I went to mix a color and fell in love with the color, and it was identical to moss. I mixed a color that was moss. And now I'm like, well, that made things a lot easier for me. We already have that color. Now newspaper like you and I paint makes it, sure does make it easy. For sure, girl. It definitely makes it easier. So congratulations on your job, Tina. Hi, Belia. So, you guys, this is just Waverly chalk paint that I'm using. You could use Chocolate paste if you wanted to. You can't wait to get your box of embellishments. They've all been sent out that have been purchased, you guys. Every single one of them that's been purchased has been sent out. So they're on their way to you. All right, so I'm going to start off just by painting this Moss Green by Waverly. And y'all, there is nothing special about this paintbrush. Nothing special about this paintbrush. I have no idea where it came from. It's just in my stash. You guys, that's all. This one is just in my stash paintbrush. No rhyme or reason for it. Probably came in a kit somewhere of some sort. Or I might have taken it from my kids. No clue where it came from. Here's supposed to be there on Monday. Yay! So glad. Yes, you guys check the tracking on that because those are in your emails, okay? Y'all should all have a tracking number for those. And there's still 10 left, you guys. Hi, Deborah. So if you didn't get it yet, snag one of those embellishment kits. They're pretty darn awesome. And again, we're starting off with moss on this one. I love this color. It is such a good color for Christmas. It really, really is. For the holidays, it's gorgeous. And in that embellishment kit, you guys would have found, you guys are all going to find some scrapbook paper. Okay. Oh, I should turn this thing on right now. You're still in the looking and applying stage. Even though you got the job, you're like, it's good for right now, but I'm not going to settle. Is that what's going on? All right. You can paint both sides if you want to, but I'm only going to do one for time's sake because I want to make a couple of these tonight at least. Hi, Linda. Hello, Deborah. So you guys, in with those craft bundles, there are some papers from this really cool winter green collection of paper pad here. And let me see if I can find one that I just love for, ooh, that might be too much. Maybe that one. Ooh. I think we're going to go with the green snowflakes, you guys. This is gorgeous. Looks great with that moss. I love it. Love it. So what we're going to do is we're actually going to cut this paper to have a little bit of a border. Oh, okay. I see it now. Hi, Pam. We're going to cut this paper to have a little bit of a border. And I do want mine to have a straight edge. So we're going to use a paper cutter. And I'm just going to kind of lay this out and see for our tag how big we need this to be. So our tag is 3 inches wide. So we want this to be less than 3 inches. Let's say probably 2 3/4 inches so that it gives us a little bit of a border on each side. Okay. So, yeah, that should work. Right there. And I'm just going to cut it. Having a hard time wanting to leave the house and not craft. I understand that. Completely understand that. Oh, that's perfect. All right. And then let's go ahead and go this one. Let's see. I'm just measuring it on my little board here. It's 4 inches high minus that, that top section there. So let's do 3 3/4. So we've got this perfect little square here that we can put right in the middle of that card. Okay. Right in the middle of that card. And I just might pick up another corresponding color if I see one in here that I just love. Now the trick is to get this on here straight, right? That is going to be pretty. All right, so we're going to Mod Podge this on here. And I'm just going to go ahead and grab a paintbrush of any sort, you guys. No rhyme or reason. A lot of my paintbrushes, though, are out in my sink right now because I have been painting. Hi, Kim. I have been painting it up today, trying to get some stuff done. And y'all, we actually had something really bad happen today. Both of those tents from Evan's birthday party, I had not gotten around to getting those tore down yet. Just a lot going on. And we had a really big windstorm that came through today and flipped one of those tents completely upside down. Check the back of the paper that I'm using for, what am I checking it for? I have something on it. So we've got some bent post. Fortunately, none of the canvas is ripped, but I'm going to have to replace some posts on some of those tents. We had to go out there. It was hailing. Big old hail balls coming down. And yeah, some of my tents, both of them got damaged today. Thank you. All right, so just making sure I got plenty of Mod Podge, especially on my corners and my edges. And I'm going to lay this down on here wet, and then we're going to go ahead and we're going to just iron it on here. Just to reactivate that Mod Podge and really get it on here nice and tight. But you can see, yeah, it's white. It's just white. Plain old white. Well, I didn't cut that all that straight. I don't know how that happened. I'm located in Michigan, y'all. Michigan. All right, let's go ahead and just set this right on here. We had some bad weather today, and I wasn't expecting it, you guys. I don't check the weather anymore. I just don't. So those of you who live in Michigan, and you are aware of what the weather is going to do, please warn me if it's going to be a nasty day the next day, because I am oblivious to everything that's going on in this world, including the weather. I just don't pay that much attention. There it is right there, you guys. A little square on that moss color. 48 in Virginia this morning. When I left to go, oh, that's cold. That's about what it probably was here, too. It's cold out right now. And all the leaves are falling so incredibly fast. So fast. All right, you guys, so we're going to take this one right here. Let me see what I want to do to this next. I actually think that I want to add another layer over top here, right in the center of a white-ish color. And I wasn't quite sure what I was going to do. Oh, parchment paper is so reusable. Totally reusable. Lots of times. All right, so I have this stuff that I just love. What is down in there? 75 in South Carolina. Ooh, you bragging about that. I didn't think it was supposed to get that bad either. So I do have a color here that is just kind of a, it's an off-white of some of this chenille stuff. And hopefully it's not too thick. I don't think it will be. That's going to look pretty, y'all. That is going to look pretty. We're just going to stick a piece of that right there as well. And I'll probably just wrap this right around the tag. Well, you guys, I should have my glue gun on. So these are going to be just super easy and cute and fun. Oh, that's going to look great. That's going to look fantastic, okay? So let's do that. And then what we're going to do, in each one of those little kits that you guys got, everybody got a different deer cutout of some sort. And I just thought that this one right here was super cute, and it does fit on these tags. So we're going to paint this to, no, we're not. No, I think that we're just going to do some, Let's paint it Waverly Plaster. 81 in Southern California. Cold in the early AM and cold right now. Ooh, plaster, that's a brand new one. Let's use the not brand new one, you guys. And let's just do this guy up in plaster first. And then once he's all done up in plaster, we can come back in with some Distress ink and ink him up. You guys! It's like molasses in there. Wow. Alright, so I'm going to use a dabber brush just because I feel like it really makes it, it gets good coverage with a dabber brush, but you don't get it all up in all of that. You don't get paint, what do you call them? Paint globs all up in spots where you don't want them to be. So this is going to be super, super cute, y'all. Super cute. I won. Hi, Tammy. And we're just going to give this just some adorableness. So plaster first on here. And you guys can pick up little wood cutout pieces all over the place. I know that Michael's has them in little boxes. You can get snowflakes and things at the Hobby Lobby. All of these teeny tiny little wood cutout pieces are perfect for these tags. And just about any place that sells craft supplies has some kind of these in some way, shape, or form that I've seen. And I think you can even get them at Dollar Tree, you guys. I have seen little bitty like wood cutouts like this at the Dollar Tree. So use them up. I have dog hair in here now somehow. All right, we're going to dry this up, and then we're just going to go around our edges of this with a little bit of distressed ink in some kind of a brown color for this reindeer. It's going to look so stinking cute. So cute. Best friend and I are going out to celebrate. Yay! Waiting for it to come out on you. Keep thinking I was going to drop on her. No! No, that was really, really slow coming out in this jar. I probably should just pitch it. There's not very much left in there at all. And what little bit is in there is just, yeah, not coming out quickly. All right, I'm going to use the one that's called Gathered Twigs. Gathered Twigs. And my little dauber. Hi, Florine. And I think we're actually going to go around the tag, too, before we glue this down with this same color, just to kind of give that a little bit of a distressing, too. So just making some cute little tags tonight, you guys. We'll probably make 3 or 4 of them. Ooh, let me get some of that off of there. That was a bit much. Oh, yeah. I don't want the entire thing covered. Oh, I do like that, though. I just kind of dabbed it. Oh, and I like it just dabbed. Okay. We're going to go thicker on the edges and then just kind of dab the middle parts. And he looks so stinking cute. Oh, you guys, That's the trick right there. Dab it like a sponge. Look at how awesome that turned out on that deer. Isn't that so adorable? Oh, I love him. I love him. All right, we're going to do the same thing on here. That same color, just for cohesiveness on this. Go around our edges a little bit. Hello, Misty! Aren't those such a cute wood cutout? I was so excited when I found those. And I wanted to do angel wings tonight, but I gave them all to you guys. There was no extras in that package of those angel wings. They all went in those craft bundles. All of them. All right, you guys, here we go. Let's go ahead and glue this down on here. And I'm going to just glue the back of it and then pull it tight to be sure that I don't have any thick glue on the front side. So a little, little dab there and a little dab here. And I'm just going to fold that over. And then on this side, let's make sure it's straight. Fold that over and press. Oh, I love that for you. You're sitting there crafting right now. It's like we're in the same room. I love that, Noemi. Someday we'll be back in the same room again. ChalkCon was so much fun. All right, you guys. So we're going to put our little deer right here in the middle. Look how stinking cute that looks. I'm loving this so much. So much. Glue this guy right down there. Couple little dots here and there. And he's going to go right in the center of that tag. And then, you guys, to top off this little deer here, look at that so far. Oh, yeah. You're trying to put away clothes from your suitcase. Carol, yeah, girl. And we're going to put on one of these little bitty bows that were also in those kits right on the neck of this cute little deer. Hi, Tracy. To give him a little bit of an embellishment. Oh my goodness. All right, you guys, now because I used this stuff right here on the back, and I could use that for a hanger, or yeah, let's use that. Let's use that. Isn't that so cute? And I had a piece already cut. Perfect. Perfect. Thank you. I just heard something out there that kind of sounded creepy. All right, let's see. John has to be up for work, you guys, at 1 o'clock in the morning. You don't know how to post a pic on the live? I don't think you can on a live. You have to post it in the VIP group. You're playing Nichols tonight, Carol? How did I mess that up? All I did was tie a knot and it came out funky. Oh, well. Oh, well, a little funky knot. Look how cute these would be on your tree, too, y'all. Hi, Brenda. All right, so there is... No, you're not too late. There is tag number 1. I don't cover the back, but you could. You absolutely could. You could put another piece of that scrapbook paper on there. Look at this, you guys. If you wanted to finish the entire thing off, You could cut that piece of scrapbook paper and put that on the back and have it be a finished piece. And then it would cover up that, that piece of ribbon that's right there. Okay? I'm not going to, but you could. Haven't caught a live in a while. Was in Washington machine with two girlfriends ahead west. Yay! Well, welcome back. So there's the first one, you guys. So super cute. Easy, easy, easy projects you can do with those embellishments. Oh, I love how that turned out. It's adorable. All right, let's start on another one. Let's see what else we can make with some of these embellishments that we've got going on. So, let me see. You love the little bow? You would love those on your tree. Aren't those so cute? All right, let's see what we're going to do next. Now, in the bigger craft embellishment boxes that I had, I think it was this year, it might have been last year, I put rub-on transfers. And so we're going to use a rub-on transfer tonight for this next one. Hi, Donna. And I'm trying to figure out what color I want to use for this tag. Ooh. And you know what? You guys, the deer is really, thank you. Ooh. Ooh, do I want to use paper again? Well, I might have to think about this one. No, I don't. We're going to make a black tag. We're going to do a black tag and we're going to decorate it up. That's what we're going to do. That's what we're going to do. I wasn't sure at first, but now I'm sure. Because you can definitely use black for Christmas, without a doubt. All right. Thank you. All right, let's paint this one up in black. I gotta find big enough paintbrushes, you guys. This is ink by Waverly. I need to stock up on my Waverlys, you guys. They're all getting empty. Here we go. Black ink Waverly paint. Oh, come on. Thank you, Ruth. I do craft on the fly. I just kind of think about it while I'm live. Because if I think about it too much before I'm live, I way overthink it. And I make it hard. And I don't want, this shouldn't be hard, you guys. It's not hard. It's not hard at all. Do one of my trees all in black and white one year and it was gorgeous. Yes! I love to hear that. Black and white and gold. All together make gorgeous, gorgeous, gorgeous Christmas decor. We got black. Black and white and silver. Yes, or black and white and silver. Yep. That's a good combination too. Gosh, my face is itchy and I'm thirsty. And there's a darn fruit fly in here. Or a gnat. Oh! That thing's gonna find me. Where did I get my pine sprigs? Amazon. But Brenda, when I buy the ones for the boxes, I buy them in bulk. So I'm talking like 100 or 200 at a time. In order to be able to keep the prices down and keep those boxes filled with things, I have to buy in extreme bulk. You do, Carol! Carol made that tumbler for me, you guys. I use it. I certainly use it, girl. All right, let's check this one out. So I've done rub-on transfers in the past in some of these. And you know what I think I want to do with this one? I feel like it's going to need something a little bit farther down. I know, right? We're going to use this piece right here that says Merry Christmas. And it's got the cute little cardinal on there. And I just think it's adorable. And I'm going to have to just think about this as we go. And try to figure out how I'm going to decorate this. Ruth, I have 10 boxes left, I think, right now. So with these rub-on transfers, you guys, they come just like this. And when you pull them off, you're pulling this piece off of here. And what you're left with is a piece that looks just like this. That's super, super sticky, okay? But they're really, really easy to use. And these were in my bigger craft boxes. And I do have one more of those available. I thought I was sold out, but I'm not sold out. I've got one left. So let's go ahead and put this right in the middle here, and we're going to embellish around it. So all you got to do is stick it down just like it's a sticker. And then you grab some kind of tool like a popsicle stick. And you're just going to press down and rub really hard on that rub-on transfer, you guys. These are so easy to use. I'm hoping Chalk comes out with some of these sometime. Me and my grandkids suit one day after Thanksgiving and have an afternoon of making ornaments. Oh, this would be fun for them. This would be so fun for them. Red and black plaid paper. That's kind of what I'm thinking. It's kind of what I'm thinking. I don't have any in this paper pad, but I know that I've got some. Or we could just use ribbon. The big box is $75 plus, I think it was $10 shipping for the big one. And there was so much stuff in that one. So you're just going to pull away carefully this sheet here that's on top. And it's going to leave you with this super, super cute design. Just like that right there on there. And it almost looks painted on. It's so really cute. Hi, Nina. Oh, that's adorable. Okay, so black and white checkered paper, or black and red checkered paper, or, we could use ribbon. We can totally use ribbon. And where is it? There it is. I know I had some. Don't look at my belly, you guys. Don't look at my belly. I have some right here that is a ribbon, you guys. So let's put the ribbon on here. Oh, look how cute that is. Yes, it's a holiday box. It sure is. Thank you so much, Ruth. You guys, we do have black and red ribbon. I'm going to put a piece of this at the bottom. We're also going to use this as our tag at the top. And we're going to put a little bit of a greenery on here and some pine cones for this one. Just to decorate that part up there before the hanger part. So again, I'm just going to make my glue on the back of this. Oh gosh, I hope that was working. And pull this tight. Right there in the front. All right, Mary, will you please send me a message right now, and then I will send you the link for that one? Because it is a purchase link on my square. That way it'll come out of my inventory, and it won't look like somebody else can get it. Okay, you guys, how stinking cute. Ah, so far, I love making these little tags. Love, 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 love making these little tags. So let's grab some greenery. I've got some, maybe we could use Let's use some of that flocked greenery that came in those mini kits, you guys. And I'm just going to take a couple of little sprigs off of one of these, because this doesn't need a lot. Was that 2 or was that just 1? That was 2, but they're not the same length. That's how it goes, isn't it? I want 2 that are fairly the same length. Okay, those 2 will work. And that's the thing. If you're using these, like something like this, for little things like this, this is going to go a long, long, long way, even though you only had 3 of them in that pack. I'm going to have to move this one down like that, and we're going to fill in that gap, okay? We're going to fill in that gap right there with pine cone and some little holly berries, I think. Because this piece right here, I want them to be even on the edge. More than I want them to fill in at the top, if that makes sense. Oh, you guys, I love making tags. Okay, here we go. Here's what I'm going to do. Down here in one of these little things, this one has some. Whether or not they're mini enough is the question. I love embellishments, you guys. Absolutely love embellishment things. I bet you I've got some back here. Oh, oh, oh. And I tuck my stuff everywhere. I kid you not, y'all. You never know in my craft room where I might have stuff tucked. And I have little pumpkins and little pine cones tucked right back there. Oh, seriously? Oh, say it ain't so. That's adorable. That's adorable. Let me see if these are going to be too big or not. I think the red berries might be too much. The pine cone even seems a little bit big. Can we cut this down? All right, that one's too big. In this package, they're too big. This one's a little bit smaller. You guys, is that too big? It seems big to me. You guys tell me. I got a small one right here. I think I like the bigger one better. Just the way that it sits on there. I think I like it better. What do you guys think? I don't know. I think we're just going to put the pine cone on there and call it a day. What if you lay it on its side? Well, it kind of was on its side. It's just big. But still super cute. Super cute. I'm okay with it. All right, and then we're just going to throw a little bit of that same black and red ribbon right here for a tag. Ooh. And what I think I'm going to do, you guys, we're just going to knot it at the top. It's simple and easy that way. So what are you guys thinking so far? Do you like the deer one better or do you like the cardinal one better? Here's the cardinal one. These little berries are too much. I think I could probably find some smaller berries. But look at that, you guys. So far, 2 tags. So stinking cute. What do you guys think? Are you loving the idea of the tags? And how easy these are? Let me see. I've got some little bitty berries here. Let me see if these will work better. Oh, yeah. You like them both? Oh, no, it melted. It needed some berries, you guys. It needed some berries. The berries kind of help to balance out that pine cone a little bit. My brother has a pine tree that has a tiny pine tree. I love it. Thank you. All right, you guys, let's do one more because I just love making these. I could stay here all night and make these live if you guys wanted me to. No, I couldn't. I got to go to bed at some point in time. All right, so this next one we're going to do is also so stinking cute. What paper do I want to use on this one, though? We've got red and black. We've got that green. Oh, I know. It's this one. Okay. All right, you guys. We're going to grab another tag. Be careful. I know, right? Be careful where you place those berries, Brenda. You are so right about that. You are so right. Ooh, I just thought about something else, you guys. Oh. Nope, not loving that. I was going to put a little thing on there, but I didn't. Maybe? No, okay. All right, just playing around. Just playing around. All right, this one right here, let's make this one, ooh, let's make this one all plaster. All plaster. So the paper stock that I'm using, I got from Hobby Lobby. Bought some salt shakers to put ribbon in or on. The comments go so fast, you guys. So fast. So I'm just using that same dauber to paint this because, well, it already had a bunch of paint on it. So why not use it? No sense in dirtying anything else. Tags is the keyword, you guys. You can make your own holiday tags this year. And this dauber does not paint very well at all, apparently. We're going to go with it, though. Because that's how I roll. I got it all over my fingers. All over my fingers. What I love about Waverly, though, is that most of the time, you guys, the brush strokes kind of blend together. And a second coat, if you put a second coat on it, is usually enough to make it, like, absolutely perfect. All right. I don't even know if I needed to do that. I probably didn't. I think for this one right here, we just painted it very, very quickly and carefully. I think we're going to Mod Podge the entire paper onto this one because we're going to add some extra stuff to it, okay? So for this one right here, I'm going to use this gold piece that came in the stack. Oh, that pine cone one is so pretty. And it just, oh no, I don't want to use that one. Not that one. Tell me that I left one for myself. I came all to you guys, didn't I? I gave you guys the one I want to use. Oh, there it is. I found it! Yes. Yes, it is, Sandy. I love that heat tool so much. So much. All right, you guys, we're going to just go ahead and trace around this and cut it out. Because I feel like that's the easiest way to do this, if I can find a pencil. And then we can come back in and remove any extra on our edges if we need to. So you guys, this is the paper though. Isn't that so pretty? It's this gold colored one. I had ideas galore before I came on here too. So many ideas. Yes, it is cold here. I've been in a sweatshirt for over a month now and it just keeps getting colder and windier and rainier and just grosser outside. The leaves are almost all off the trees already. Winter is coming fast. And I just hope that it's a nice year for Halloween. Because if it's not, I don't even know. But yes, it's cold here. Alright, just cutting this paper, cutting all the way around the outline. I'm trying to be careful so that I don't have to do as much, if any, sanding around the edges. The tags are 3 by 4 for like the decorative space, I would say. So that doesn't count the top part of it. If that makes sense. It totally did not make sense. So if you're just going from this edge to here and on the sides, it's 4 inches to this point. And then you've got another inch high from there. Oh, yay! Hi, Janice. All right, so we're going to, oh, that actually fits perfectly. We're going to Mod Podge this piece on there as well, and we're going to do the exact same thing. We're just going to add the Mod Podge to the back. And then heat set it on here. Your Mod Podge is probably going to make your paper curl a little bit when you put it on, but that's okay. That's why you iron it down. See how it just kind of bows as it sits there? When you iron it, it's going to heat, it's gonna basically heat set that Mod Podge. Yes, Tina! I gotta get your information sent out. Today was just, it was, you guys, once that storm came in and started blowing my tents all around, like everything in my world came to a sudden halt. And I was at the kids' school and I was like, oh no. Like the worst time ever for the wind to come through. and take those away. Like, worst time ever. All right, here we go, you guys. I have too much stuff on my desk. We're going to just iron this piece down, and then we've got this covering the entire part of the tag here. And if you don't have a hole puncher, no, it doesn't matter one bit if you put the Mod Podge on the tag or on the wood. It does not matter. But look at that, you guys. And if you have one of our hole punchers, this is the perfect time to use it, because you can take your hole puncher right here into this hole where the tag is at, and you can punch it through the paper. The word for tonight is tags. T-A-G-S. Tags. And you can kind of remake your hole right there for your ribbon. Okay, so for this one here, we're going to make this one a, yes, thank you. Definitely glad we're all safe. We're going to make this right here a gingerbread one. And you guys know I love my gingerbread. And I've got a whole bunch of gingerbread men that I got from Amazon in a big, huge pack. And I just love them. So I'm going to get my favorite gingerbread man color out, which is hazelnut. And I thought that I had that out, but I don't. Hold, please. Hold, please. It's always a hold, please with me, right? We're going to use some hazelnut to do this gingerbread man because it just works for him. The color just works for the gingerbread. And it looks perfect. And I'm actually going to leave the hole in here. You can fill the hole in if you want to, but I'm going to leave the hole because I'm going to actually line it up with the hole where our ribbon goes and have him kind of hanging on our tag by his head. That way it leaves room at the bottom for something else that I've got planned for the bottom. Three adorable tags. You guys, like I said, I can sit here and make tags all day. And the ideas will just keep coming and coming and coming. I think these are so much fun. They'd be a great one to do with the kids, with the grandkids. For a workshop even. Invite your girlfriends over and have it all craft together. That would be fun. It would be a lot of fun. All right, let's dry this up. We're going to embellish our little guy here a little bit. With a little bit of rickrack, which is the stuff here, you guys. Again, Hobby Lobby. I get my stuff at Hobby Lobby all the time. All the time. And we're just going to cut some rickrack for his feet. And some rickrack for his arms. Just like so. I'm going to hang the gingy. I am going to hang the gingy, y'all. That came out way faster than I wanted it to. Eek! That's how I'm going to solve that problem, you guys. Of too much glue. There we go. That's how we solve that. And then a little bit of glue on each hand for his little hand of rickrack. I should have given you guys all a little bit of rickrack, apparently. Maybe in the next box. Maybe in a future box we'll put some rickrack in there. All right, and then in with those kits, you guys, I also included some little black buttons. And this is going to be the perfect place to use your little black buttons. Oop, that one went flying. So we're going to give him a couple of little tiny black buttons right there for his belly. And for his eyes, I think I'm just going to use a marker, you guys. I really think I'm just going to use a marker for his eyes. Because I don't think I want to use black buttons for his eyes and black buttons for his that area. Unless you guys have another idea for what I could use for his eyes. Black buttons for his eyes makes him look too much like a voodoo doll. Way too much like a voodoo doll. So cute, right? All right, let me attempt to give him a face with a marker. I'm just going to use a Sharpie, you guys. A fine line Sharpie. Wish me luck on here. Because I am not... Maybe we need a bigger Sharpie. How about black chalkboard? You can use the back of a paintbrush just to dab. I'm hoping to do the same with this. Well, if I do it twice... You guys, that went way, way, way thick. But I don't think I have any tiny black beads that are that tiny. So that's really wet right there. And I'm hoping that that's going to soak into the wood. That was a lot of ink at one time. But I do like his big eyes. And let's give Gingy a great big huge smile. I don't have any small black beads. Hopefully I can get that ink to dry without spreading. If I can do that, then we're good. And we can put just a little white dot inside that black for his eyes. And then we'll be all right. We'll be all right. It's drying, you guys, and so far he looks cute. I'm getting there. Black. I don't have any black diamond dots. But that would be a good idea if I did. Oh no! He's actually buy a set of Sharpie paint pens. Paint pens? I didn't know Sharpie made paint pens. I think we're good. I think we're good. We're just going to take a small, little bitty dot of white Posca and put that right there. You guys, he's cute, right? He's cute. He's not too creepy. He's adorable. All right, and then we've got this little thing right here that says Merry Christmas that we can put right below his feet. And I think I'm going to do this in black. I think I'm just going to paint this right in black so that it kind of matches the black that's going on with the rest of this. Thank you. I didn't do that bad of a job. He still turned out. That's what I'm going to tell my kids' future in-laws. I didn't do that bad of a job. You turned out. You guys think we need to distress ink this card on the edges before we glue all this down? So this says Merry Christmas, but there's a couple of spots that I feel need to be popped out of here. There we go. Thank you. Yes, distress? Okay, good. I thought so too. Just some cute little ideas, you guys. That bubbled big time. Yes to distressing. What do we do with the distressing in, though? Do we do black? Or do we do a brown? No to distressing? No, yes. No, yes. I'm trying to see what else I've got that I could put on here. I think yes to distress. I think yes to distress. But let me see. Let's do a black distress for this one. So I'm going to use archival ink instead because I've got some. Yes to distress. Okay. Let's do black. I do too. I love the distress look too. I think it's great. And that black, I think, is just it's gonna pull out more of that black and everything else. Right around the edges. You say brown. I already went with black. It almost just looks like it's shadowed instead of distressed. Or has a vignette. It almost makes it look like it's got a vignette, you guys. That's the word. See, you guys, it's like a vignette distressing. That's what that's like. Thank you. All right, you guys, let's get this down on here. This little guy. Matching it up with that hole that's at the top there. And then our little Merry Christmas. Right here at the bottom. Oh, you guys, he's so cute. What about a bow for the hair? And then I can make it a girl. Like, add just a tiny bit of... Oh! Shut the front door. I love that idea. I love it. Do we make it a red bow or do we give her a burgundy bow? I like the burgundy better with the gold. I really, really do. All right. But before we do that, let's go ahead and put our hanger on there just so that we've got that done. Oh, I forgot about all of this stuff I was going to use. It's always something. See, now I don't like the hanger I was going to use, but we can use something different. We could even go with just... Where is it? 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 I swear I just saw it. I had some black velvet. But maybe I don't want to use black velvet. Do I have gold? Do I have just a gold? I do have just a gold. Or do we do lace? Oh gosh, you guys, so many things, so many choices. This one's going to look good. It's so hard to decide because there are so many things that you can do. Use the rickrack for a hanger. I just found this though. Oh, my nose is itchy. I just found this though and I like this stuff. And it's pretty. I like the gold. I like the gold, you guys. I really like the gold. Lots of votes for the rickrack, though. I think I let you guys down. I think I let you guys down. But I like the gold. And then I'm gonna cover up with that bow the fact that that is coming out of her head. Amazon. I get everything on Amazon. I put a bit too much glue though, so I've got to wait for that to kind of set up, and the bow's wanting to push forward. But she is so stinking cute. That little bit of red on there is adorable. Y'all, look at that one! Oh, so cute. It's called a bead threader. Thank you, you guys. All right, so that's it for tonight. We're just going to do 3 of them. I could sit here and do all 12 in a different way. But you guys, I challenge you all to make some tags You guys take some pictures, post them in the VIP group, inspire each other to do something different. I'm probably going to make a few more of these tomorrow. Which one is your favorite, you guys? Do you like the Cardinal Merry Christmas? Do you like the deer? Or do you like our little gingerbread best? Which one do you guys like the most? I think they're adorable. You could totally decorate your tree with just tags if you wanted to. Thank you, everybody. Which one would you do, though? Which one's your favorite? Love them. And you guys, tags is the key word. Grab some of these tags. They're 25% off on my site right now. 25% site-wide. Terry, they are available on my website. If you type in the word tags, which you just did, you should get a message from me. And there's a link to my site that will take you right to where the tags are available. You can sit here and watch me make 12. I love that. I love that. Hard to say, but they're all cute. You like the reindeer one the best? All of them, says Ruth. The cardinal. Love all three but the deer. Love all three. Oh, I'm so glad. I'm so glad you guys like this project. Rose likes the gingerbread girl. The gingerbread is cute too. Love them all. You guys, there are so many things that you can do. So many things that you can do with a little bit of imagination, a little tag, and some embellishments. You like the black one with the cardinal? So y'all, that's the project for tonight. Your cardinal is your favorite. I gotta get a picture of myself for Facebook because it's a challenge now for me to... Yes, I do have notifications when I'm going live, but sometimes they work and sometimes they don't. It's Facebook is being funky lately. Can't choose the phrase, you love them all. Yay! All right, you guys, there it is. Cute little tags to go with all of your packages this year for Christmas. Make them by yourself. Make them with friends. Make them with the grandkids. Have a good time with them and just enjoy. There's a couple little ideas. Post in the VIP group to inspire each other. And I'll see you guys back here again tomorrow, okay? All right, you guys. Thank you, Mary. Have a great evening, and I'll see you guys soon, okay? All right. Bye, everybody.